It's Friday Sews, yay! Well, hello, and welcome to Friday Sews. Deb here from Sewing Seams with Deb, and welcome back for those that have subscribed, or a warm welcome for those that are new to the channel. So today I'm doing a Friday Sews. I like to do them most Fridays, where I get to talk about what I'm wearing, what I've been making, and a little bit about life. And this hashtag was created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I believe it's about 4 years ago, and so there's heaps of us throughout the world that are doing these hashtags. So yay for Jen. Thank you, Jen, for getting this all idea out there. And it's a great community that we've been building. So first of all, as I usually do, what am I wearing? I've just grabbed my book. One moment, please. So this dress I made back in 2022. So it was a toile of the Olympia dress by Love Notions. This is a beautiful, comfortable dress, and the fabric is very, very fine. And it is a printed rayon that I got from Spotlight. I have spoken to you about this dress before in another video ages ago, probably this time last year, because I don't wear it in the hot weather and it's a bit too thin for winter. So it's great for trans-seasonal, and it's nice and flowy and sort of still can catch the cool air. So it's a good one to wear. Yeah, gotta love Notions. That's probably at this point my favorite pattern company, followed closely by Pattern Emporium. So and today's makes that I want to talk about are both of those indie pattern designers. So I just want to share that. The first make that I want to share with you that I've made this week, and I did talk about this, it was cut out last week and been sitting in my unfinished objects for quite some time, and it is the Pattern Emporium Yours Truly Flounce Hem Tank. And it's been, this was released quite some time ago by Pattern Emporium, and I've finally got around to making it. And it is actually a beautiful pattern. I've made it in a size 12, and I've used the relaxed neckline because it can have the higher, the relaxed, or the lower. So I like the relaxed. And I've also taken the long length, not the real cropped length. And I was thinking not to add the flounce, but I ended up adding it, and I actually think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this. It's made out of double brush poly. It was some scraps that I had left over from a dress, from a winter dress. So and I got this double brush poly from Lush Fabrics here in WA, and it's beautiful. So I don't think double brush poly will be very good for when it's really 40 degrees or anything. It'll be way too hot, but I think it will be perfect for the trans-seasonal type of time of year. So yeah, I think it's going to be a winner. The pattern itself is fantastic, and I like that it doesn't really cling, so it hides all my lumps and bumps a little bit, all my sins, if you like. So yeah, I think it's a big winner, and it was my trial of the pattern. It's taken me a while, but I finally got to it. So go me, it went really well. Happy. The next make is the Olympia dress. Again, this, as I said, this is the one I'm wearing. So I've made this one out of some beautiful ITY, which I got from the sewing group that I belong to. We have a share table, and often people will put something on the table, and you're welcome to take it home and use it however you like. Again, it's been sitting in my cupboard for more than a year, and it's been cut out for ages, ready to be sewn up. I've got to say, I don't think I would have chosen this colour. I usually like the more bright and vibrant colours, but I really was attracted to the fabric itself and it's very, very slinky and cool to the hand, so kind of cool to touch. So it shall be interesting to see if how this goes in the hotter weather, but it's certainly a great transitional season piece. And this time I haven't put the short sleeves on it. I mean, it's still short, but they are flutter sleeves, so you see they're a bit more flowy. I've also done a rolled hem on the sleeve, bottom of the sleeves, and on the hemline, and it's given an extra bit of flow. So it's beautiful to have against your skin. So it's going to be a new fabric that I think I'm really going to like. So I'm pretty sure it's an ITY. So yeah, it was great to make. It wasn't as hard to sew as I thought it was going to be. Lining up the edges and just making sure you got them lined up correctly. I did sew a line on the machine first before I overlocked. I often do that on the fabrics that keep moving all the time, you know, against each other. Sometimes when you go to sew, the two lines of fabric don't stick together. One moment, I'll just show you what I mean. Right, I've got lots of scraps. I'll probably make another headband, but again, it's not really the colour I would have chosen because grey, but it's so pretty and nice against the skin. So what I was meaning was that it sort of likes to roll, and once it's cut, it rolls towards the right side, and when it's not cut, it rolls towards the wrong side. So that's a tidbit. So that's where it's rolling to the wrong side there, because that's not cut, and rolling to the right side there. Anyway, so when the two pieces are cut and ready to be sewn, they don't kind of stick together. They start this rolling situation. They start rolling and moving. So that's why I don't generally use clips. I usually use pins. And that's why I like to just do a line of stitching on the sewing machine first, so I know it's held fast together, and then I will whiz over it on the overlocker to finish it off. So, but yeah, it's beautiful. And once again, Love Notions are such a great pattern company. They have a variety of bust sizes on most of their patterns. And the very first one I made, it was just a standard bust bodice. But when I actually measured myself and did it correctly, I realised that I'm actually a C cup. So I've used their C cup bodice, and that has to adjust a couple of other things. So I've used the C cup bodice on Love Notions on this dress as well, and this new one, and I'm very happy with it. It is very snug, I've got to say. That's definitely the fabric. Whether it needs a belt or not, I will, as I say, I'll bond with it, and then I'll make my decision about how to do it. I could make a self fabric belt. I'm not sure it will do a lot, but I'll see how I go with that. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I'm really pleased to get my unfinished objects finished. So I've had them sitting in my basket for so long. And does this happen to you? When you got something that you want to do and are very excited about it when I cut it out and everything, and then it starts gnawing in the back of my mind, oh, you should be doing that. Don't cut something else out. Get on with that. It's almost like a mantra that goes through my mind. What do you think you're doing? These thought processes that we all have. Yeah, very pleased to have those UFOs finished. And now I can crack on with some new stuff. While I was talking about thoughts just now, I just remembered something I learnt in the yoga teacher training course, yoga and meditation course. Our thoughts is something like, and probably the facts aren't exactly correct, as I'm very bad at remembering exact amounts, but it is something like 40% of our thoughts are common to everyone. They're not necessarily our personal thoughts. They're ones that we all have, generally speaking, I'm talking about. So that what I was saying about if we've got a UFO sitting there and we are thinking these thoughts, I'm pretty confident that a lot of you actually do have those thoughts, because with such a high percentage of us having common thoughts, yeah, what are the chances that that we will be literally having that same thought? And pardon the pun, but an interesting thought, hey? Now, plans. So I am planning a sew along, and that is in the pipeline. I've started doing that, so that's lurking in the background, as they say. And I want to get on with some reviewing my wardrobe, my winter and summer wardrobes. It's that change of season when I swap out the clothing for the hot weather with the clothing for the cooler and cold weather. So I've started to do some of that. And thanks to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, I loved your video, Jen, on folding your fabrics and garments in a certain manner so that you can stack them in your drawer or shelf in a real orderly fashion. And I started to do that. It's quite time consuming, but it's so cool how neat and tidy it is. I'm not sure how it will go in the everyday experience of figuring out what I want to wear, because I often do that whole, again, I wonder who out there does this, and let me know in the comments if you do. I'll put something on and I'll think, oh, I don't feel like that today, take that off. Put something else on and I think, oh, no, not that one either. Take that off, put something else on. And then I might have something else on and think, oh, it needs a cardigan. So I'll put something on. Oh, not that colour. No, I don't like that. Take that off. Put that. So I end up with quite the pile on my bed. Now, how's this going to go with these neat and tidy things folded up? First of all, one, am I going to remember literally what that is? A beautifully folded up red cardigan. Am I going to go, the sleeves are long on that or short? Is it going to be a cropped one or is it long? Like, it's kind of, yeah, I'll be interested to see how that actually goes for me. But, yeah, I'm willing to give it a go. So, yeah, I've done a couple of drawers already, and I've done some culling of things that I haven't worn for probably 2 seasons. I think I've got a bit of a rule. If I don't wear something for 2 years, that's it. It needs to move on. And when things start looking really shabby and overused and a bit grey looking from too much wear and washing. So, yes, I've been doing some of that. And, yeah, with the mind that I then will decide what sort of things I need to make for the next season coming on. I have most things, but I'm sure there's gaps. So that will be interesting to see. I'm thinking I might bring you along for the ride a bit too. Let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll show you what I've sorted and what I haven't and all that stuff. So let me know if you're interested in that. Got something really fun coming up too, a collaboration. And I'm going to do a separate video on it and tell you all about it. And that's coming up sometime this week, well, looming, we should say. So that's a lot of preparation coming into that, and it's going to be fun and lighthearted, and it will be right up my alley. So yeah, watch this space for that. So thank you for watching, and thank you very much for all your comments and all your very kind words that you send to me. I really appreciate the time you take and the interaction that you provide. I do answer every single comment, so please, you know, continue. And I feel that we're really forging a virtual friendship, which is our new world. And I love the community of the Friday Sews, as well as just the YouTube sewing community. So Keep it up. I'm loving it. And yeah, so I'll leave you with that, and I shall catch you next time. Until I do, take good care of yourself. Stay well and happy sewing. Bye.